Hey y'all, it's Steve, Hobo with Wood Chips. So, I need to tell you a funny little story. And a cautionary tale. It's more of a cautionary tale that I'm throwing humor into. Because it's something that you definitely need to be aware of if you are installing a dust shoe on your Cubiko CNC. Especially if you happen to be the one that wins the Cubiko CNC I'm giving away on September 27th, 2025. Pay attention. So I'm doing one of my first jobs after installing the dust shoe on the CNC. And it's running, it's doing its thing over here. And I'm playing with Millmage. I'm playing with tweaking some potential designs. And all of a sudden, BAM! Loud knocking, slamming noise, and stuff grinds to a halt. I nearly leaped clean out of my chair because it's just sitting right here. Scares the living snot out of me. Not just me. Scares Gigi clean. I mean, she's gone. And it was quite alarming. After I gathered myself, got Gigi calmed down, figured out what happened. The bristles on the dust shoe are too long for the Cubiko. Now, I followed the directions, and I'm going to grab those directions and put them up on screen here. So you can see what I'm telling you is factual. In fact, if you watch the video, I did exactly what they said to do in the video when I installed it on the machine. Well, this thing, what happened, the bristles are too long. And again, this channel is all about learning how to do CNC. And I'm coming from a point of knowing nothing. Nada, zip, zilch. I don't know squat. So I follow the instructions. If there's some instructions on there, I'll take them instructions and I'll follow them to the T. And I did. Well, the bristles on the dust shoe were so long that the bit was getting caught up in there. And it wrapped itself up and sucked that dust shoe. And remember, that dust shoe's in 3 pieces. Fortunately, it's only held in place with magnets. So it grabbed those, pulled them apart, and slammed itself up and wedged it in there, and that bound the spindle up. And then the Cubiko did its thing and shut itself down. But not before scaring me to death, scaring the dog to death. I ruined a good pair of pants. Ruined them. I ain't even going to try and save them. And it took me a little bit to get the chair cleaned up. In fact, I think I want to send a bill to Cubiko for a new pair of pants and to get a nicer office chair. Because there's no sense in that. None whatsoever. So I started researching. I'm like, all right. When I seen what happened, logically it said, okay, these are too long. This should be trimmed down. Well, I grabbed the instructions, the instructions. And I'm grabbing them now. So this is the little box that your dust shoe comes in. There's no instructions there's nothing anywhere on the box itself, but there is a nice little bifold piece of instruction. This is it. Okay. It tells you the specs, the material, the weight, compatible machines, dimensional drawings. Note, make sure that the top cover of the dust shoe is secured tightly in place. Make sure that all the magnets are firmly holding the dust shoe together without any obstructions. 2. Make sure that the vacuum cleaner tube has been inserted fully before engraving so that it can achieve better dust collection. 3. The length of the vacuum cleaner tube should be long enough that it does not interfere with the movement of the spindle or loosen the dust shoe from the spindle. That's the specifications. Then the next page gives you the step-by-step instructions. And let's focus this up here for you. There you go. So you got install the cover, install the central chamber, install the bottom cover, install the vacuum cleaner tube. That's it. That's all there is on the instructions. And like I said, there's your cover, and there's your specs and the notes that I read to you. That's all you get in the way of instructions in putting this thing together. So then I said, okay, let's go over and look at the Cubiko website. And so I'm going to pull that up for you now. Cubiko. Got to learn how to spell it right. Cubiko. There we go. CNC. And we're going to go over here to that website, and then we're going to flip this for you so you can see what I finally found. Oh, that's the wrong camera. There we go. So here is the SaneSmart Cubiko website for ordering the Genmitsu Cubiko. And as you look here, it's got all the information about it. And then come on down, here's your add-ons. This is where I got the increased spindle, the faster spindle. I did not get the robot for the drawing, didn't need that. But dust shoe and the laser. Well, here's the dust shoe. It's only $16. So, okay. But now if you click on this, it tells you what it is, tells you the dust collection, how it works, keep the machine good working, clean, good, on and on. Make it cleaner, higher quality, nylon brush, specifications, and then way down here, hidden in a light gray, is a note. Ideally, the tip of the bit should be mounted to be level with the bottom of the bristles when they are refitted. If the bristles is too long, so they speak like they type like I speak. If the bristles is too long, not if the bristles are too long, for your bits, we suggest that you could trim it off from the bottom according to the bit's length. Otherwise, the bristles will be compressed against the top of the stock as it starts to cut. Now, that would be some really good information for someone who doesn't know anything about what they're doing, to be right here in the instruction manual. I did. I lost my favorite pair of pants. Dog daggum there had a heart attack, and I ain't so sure I'd ever get the smell out of this chair. So, Cubiko, expect a claim for a pair of pants and an office chair coming your way soon. So if you win the Cubiko giveaway, make sure you trim your bristles, because if not, you're going to have a stanky chair too. I'm Steve, Hobo with wood chips and a smelly chair. Keep this in mind when you install your dust shoe. Thanks for watching.